Struggling to get your offers over the finish line? Having an agent go with somebody else's offer? Here are the ways that I ensure I close the deal every single time. In real estate, negotiation is an art. It's about crafting agreements where both parties feel like they're walking away winners. You have to make sure you are actually solving the problem that is being presented to you. Nobody will sell to you if you're not the right person for buying it. Tip number 1, start with the price range, not a specific number. One of the most effective negotiation strategies is to start with a price range so that you can gauge from the person if you are even in the ballpark. Start with the high number being 20 to 30 grand lower than your absolute maximum. Then when they inevitably come back at your high number, you can still say yes and get the deal done. Here's a really good example of this. Hey Lucy, I think I'd be between 250 to 300 grand on this one. How do we make that work? Okay, can we bring 275 grand to the seller for now and see if we can get it done? All right, 5 minutes, no problem. Ring ring, Lucy says, hey, it has to be 300 grand or nothing. I go, ugh, that's a little high, but I'll have to talk to my partner about it. But are you sure that we can get this done 100% at 300 grand? Lucy says, of course I can. I say, okay, great. Give me 5 more minutes and then I'm gonna call you back, and if I can do it, I'm gonna send over the LOI. This is how I get deals done. I love giving price ranges because it makes it where it feels like they're getting a win by getting my top number. Tip number 2. Scarcity adds urgency. When something seems limited, people are motivated to act quickly. Here's an example of that. Hey, we're close to capacity for purchases this quarter. My partner is about to put in 2 offers, and if they get accepted, we won't have even close to enough capital to do this deal. How do we get my offer accepted today so that we can make this work for you, the seller, and me? If you do this, you will get way more deals because at least you'll get a yes or a no that day, because they want to know that your offer is still there and they may want to take it. Tip number 3, confidence comes from expertise. If you can convey knowledge and authority, people are more inclined to trust your recommendations. Use a specific example of you solving a seller's problem, but if you don't have one, just steal mine that I'm going to give you right now. Hey, Mr. Agent, I had an elderly lady who needed time after we closed to move stuff out. We did a 2-week holdback where we held 50 grand back in escrow, but then gave her the time she needed to get out. I think this would work really well for your seller. Let's do this so that we get it done, the seller gets the time they need, and I get the price I want. How does that sound? When you do this, you show that you're committed to actually solving the problems, not just making money. You want to show your heart as well as your expertise. Encourage early commitments. When people commit to smaller points, they're more likely to continue saying yes throughout the negotiation. The best one is the price for me, because once that's agreed upon, it's very easy to get the rest of your terms agreed to as well. Here's an example. So here's where I'm at, Linda. I can make 375 grand work. Could you bring that to the seller today and make sure we at least agree upon that before we write this up and worry about the other terms? Great. And let's move forward on the finer details once we've gotten that part accepted. Early agreements build momentum and make it where we start getting stuff going. Once the price is agreed upon, everything else is so much simpler. Tip number 5, build rapport through praise and professionalism. In my opinion, to get really good deals and win verbal offers, you gotta try your best to build the rapport with the agent before even giving the offer. The best way to do this is by schmoozing the agent and mirroring whatever they say. An example, I love this house. Thank you so much for bringing it to me. I'm going to talk to my partner, but Lisa, I want you to know you are the best agent I've ever worked with. Thank you for being awesome. Just say nice stuff. People love compliments. People love the appreciation. Just say what you mean from your heart and make it genuine so that then they want to sell you houses. People want to work with people that they like. Tip number 6, show that your proposal is tried and tested. People feel more secure when others have taken a similar action and had success. Mention that other agents have agreed to the terms that you are trying to get past because it's a normal thing. I love using it when I put an assignment clause in my purchase contract for wholesale deals. Example, look Lisa, most agents I've worked with have been comfortable with these terms. What's making you not like the assignment clause? What happened in the past? Well, I can't speak for others, but I'm intending on making sure this closes. How do we make this work where it works for everybody? When you do this and you bring up offers or issues initially, this becomes way easier and you will get way more offers accepted. Tip number 7, be prepared. Being informed about the other party's goals allows you to tailor your approach and anticipate their concerns, making your pitch much more compelling. Another example. Look, I understand this property has been on the market for quite a while. Do you feel like a quick close could get it done even if we were 100 grand or less? I know the seller's dealing with pre-foreclosure, so I feel like it might be a good thing to have like a 10-day close. When you're actually addressing something that at least could possibly solve the seller's problem, you will close more deals because you're showing that your offer and your approach will help the seller get whatever they need. And tip number 8, the most important one in my opinion, be willing to move on to the next one. If the numbers do not work, do not change the numbers for you to hopefully get a deal. Say thank you and move on to the next. Getting a deal where you or your flipper loses money is not going to work. Relationships are the most important thing. They're more important than deals, and if they get strained, then you will stop making money. Another example, hey Lisa, look, if we can't make 365 grand work, I get it, let's move on to the next one and let's keep it pushing. You never know, the deal also might come back so then you can close it at a later date. Now, using these techniques can backfire if they're overused or if they don't feel genuine. Remember, it has to naturally flow in the way that you feel most comfortable saying it. Stay mindful of the conversation's natural flow and use these techniques as supportive strategies, not the main act. The best way to view negotiations is as a team effort. When you're focused on creating value for everyone, these methods work even better because they come across as sincere and mutually beneficial. If everybody is winning, then the negotiation is going exactly how it should be. If you want more content teaching you how to close and find off-market real estate deals with real estate agents, click that subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss a single video, and I will see y'all on the next one.